They pinned a medal on my chest, but all I felt was shame. They called me a hero for dragging those men to safety, but no one knew I froze for seconds too long. Seconds that cost my best friend his life. On June 28, 2021, our lives changed in an instant. We were working on a rescue operation in a small town, trying to save as many people as possible from the floodwaters. We had been at it for hours, and I was exhausted. But when you're in the middle of a disaster zone, you don't think about how tired you are. You just keep going. We were in waist-deep water, moving from house to house, helping people get out. And then we heard a knock. It was the loudest sound I've ever heard. And when we turned around, we saw this huge piece of wood floating towards us. It was like a giant sword. I instantly panicked. I knew if it hit us, it would knock us all down, and the current would be too strong to fight. Without thinking, I grabbed my two best friends, and we dove under the water just as the log came crashing down. I pushed them both away from me and covered my head with my hands. When I opened my eyes, the world was blurry. I could hear them calling my name, but it sounded far away. I tried to call back, but my throat was hoarse, and all I could do was scream. I couldn't move. I couldn't feel my legs. And in that moment, I knew I had let my friends down. When I finally got back to shore, I learned that they had managed to save themselves. But after being trapped underwater for so long, my brain had shut down. I had lost all feeling in my lower body. And when the doctors arrived, they told me that I had suffered a severe spinal injury and would never walk again. But they didn't tell me that my best friend, the one who had escaped the log with only a few scratches, had also lost his life. He had gone back into the water to try and save a third person, a stranger. He didn't know that my brother and I were already planning to make a memorial for him. A part of me was angry. Angry that he hadn't waited for us to tell him that we loved him one last time before he went back into the water to save someone else. But mostly I was proud. Proud that he had such a big heart that even when he was scared, he thought of others. Heroes aren't the ones who survive. They're the ones who don't. So please help me honor the ones who didn't by sharing this story. If you want to know more about my recovery or how you can help with the ongoing relief efforts, please visit my foundation's website. Thank you.